Today we're going to talk about making a homemade soffit cutting jig. This is the one I have. Made it about 20 years ago and it works pretty good. This is made out of all kinds of scrap wood laying around the job site. Had a piece of 5/8 plywood on the bottom for the base. Piece of 3/4 inch 1x3 for the edges. Actually, this is a piece of 1x2 on the inside edge. It probably would have been better to make it all out of 1x3, but it doesn't really matter. And going across the top with a piece of 1x6 here and a piece of 1x3 here or 4. You can make that 6 either, doesn't really matter, just makes it a little stronger. Of course, I was using scrap. The reason for these heights is so that you'll be able to slide a piece of vinyl underneath from this side in. Slide underneath here. You get plenty of clearance for different sizes. Some are a little thicker than others. Like the 3/4 gives you plenty of room. The height of these, the reason they're up the way they are is so that the saw can ride up on these. These are the same level here, and you got a fence to stop the saw over on this side. Piece of wood here, 1x2 on this side to stop the fence. A little bit of slop. Whenever I cut, I always push it up against the hard fence on this side and cut. I have about 1/8 of an inch of space on this side here, so I don't have to worry about the saw catching up and grabbing. The saw blade depth sitting on the base here should be just into the piece of 5/8 plywood. The first piece of vinyl is slid in like this, and then I make my first cut through it. And when I pull it out, I measure the distance, the width of the cut, and then I mark that on the table, the exact distance that this is. Then I attach an old piece of ruler or something, or even just mark it with a pencil on the board. I prefer to use a piece of ruler because I always got a piece of scrap of that around, and it's a little more easy to see all the exact dimensions. Once you get this screwed down and fastened in place, you're ready to go. The last piece width is 6 3/8.